Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something that sounds very simple, but is actually deeply powerful for our children's emotional well-being. And I want to focus specifically about the summer holidays that are coming up. What is so important here is family traditions. And I'm not talking about expensive, huge, big family traditions. Not at all. No complications and no expense. I am talking about traditions that are simple, about being connected, not pressure-filled traditions, because the more we stress as adults, the more we lack connection with our children. I'm talking about small, simple, intentional moments that create this safety and connection between the adult and the child. Because the truth is, children rarely remember the experience of the summer. That's for sure. What they will remember things, but not the expensive things that you did in the summer. They will remember the emotional atmosphere. Children will remember how they felt. They will remember if they felt connected with the mom or dad. They will remember if they were seen, feeling safe, feeling wanted, feeling included. These are the memories that I can tell you I took with me from my childhood. Summer can actually become very emotionally disconnected for families. I have worked with enough families that come back from summer holiday and they tell me because the routines disappear, the children end up on screens very often and much more than usual. Parents become overwhelmed because they're trying to make a magical summer or planning activities. They become overstimulated and exhausted. And many parents quietly carry guilt during the season. So, especially parents who grew up without emotional connection themselves. I repeat that, especially those parents. Why? Because if you didn't have it, you can't give it. So maybe when you grew up, your summer was lonely, maybe it was rushed, maybe it was emotionally absent, and maybe no traditions existed at all. How can you give that if you don't know it's needed? So sometimes, without realizing it, we repeat those patterns. And that's why it's so important to know this. Parents do their best, but we never experience what emotional rituals felt like. If we've never experienced that, we wouldn't know how important it is for our children. And this is where these small traditions become healing, not just for the children, but for the parents as well. Because if you didn't have it and you do it now, you receive it together with your children. Consistency for us humans, regardless the age, creates safety. And when children know every Sunday we connect, or every evening we share gratitude, we say something we're grateful for, or every Friday we do a walk together and name something that we love about this new area, the nervous system relaxes. These moments will always tell your child that he or she belongs, that he or she matters, that the family is connected and together. Now, the beautiful thing is, these traditions do not need to be complicated at all. At all. And I give you examples from my childhood, myself. The simpler these traditions were, or with my aunties and my granny, the more sustainable they were for them, and the more I remembered them. One of my favorite memories was a walk that I would do with one of my aunties. And we would go once a week outside together, sometimes more, no pressure, no destination. And we would just talk throughout the walk. She would take me just to be with me. I remember the feeling that I am there just so I am with her. We would talk about a flower on the road, the smell of the bakery. We point a bird out in the sky, talk about a shape or a cloud. It was just the two of us. And that stayed with me every single year. I would look forward to the summer so I can be seen the way that she saw me. What created this magical moment is presence. It's just presence. Another idea I can suggest is when the weather changes. These are such fabulous moments. You go out together with your child and you talk about the weather. You carry an umbrella, you skip through mud puddles, and you talk. You can picnic in the living room, you can go on a bike ride, you can have a beach sunset, and even a movie night on Fridays with pizza or anything. So for myself, with my son, we regularly have a pizza night with a movie. These are fun traditions that cost nothing and create magic. Board games in the evening are an option, and planning is also really handy. What I do is I usually have a week plan, and I suggest that you plan one day for board games, one day for picnics, one day for walks, or one day for music, and leave it. Leave it for whatever happens between you and the child, so that memory builds on. It is just a road to follow, not a structure to stick to. For younger children, sensory things like touching, feeling, work brilliant. So when my son was little things, like I said, music night was so special for him, playing his instruments together with me. Little things like nature, collecting pine cones and rocks and so on was very special as well. But for older children, you create the traditions together. That's really powerful. Ask your daughter or your son, what would you like to do? Make it a challenge. It can be anything from family photo competitions, pictures on holidays to see who took the best or most exciting picture. When you create together and when they help you make these traditions, they become emotionally invested in the action. So what happens is memories, joy, relaxations. I know parents sometimes tell me they avoid traditions because they feel a tradition needs to be repeated over and over and it needs consistency and it's stressful. And I'm saying children don't want a perfect parent. That's not what they are looking for. You should start because perfection is not what creates emotional safety. It's your presence that creates that emotional safety that the child wants. He wants you to look in his eyes, talk to him, and be with him. They need you to be emotionally available. Children need emotionally available moments, of which I had plenty with my aunties and granny on holidays. One very beautiful ritual that creates lifelong emotional memories. And sometimes these traditions heal the parent's inner child too. In fact, most of the time, they do heal your inner child. Because when you create those moments for your children, you will realize that this is what I needed too when I was a child. That thought of, I wish I had that when I was little, that's already healing. And that can be so beautiful, so healing. And that's so important because your little one or your child is watching you and also enjoying life through you. If there is one thing I want you to take with you today, it's this. Do not underestimate the small moments in life, especially during summer holidays. The small moments, when you repeat them consistently, become emotional anchors for your children. They become the healing base that you need. So no matter how busy life gets, we come back to each other. That's the message that your child gets and your family gets. So this week, I encourage you to try just one simple, small family tradition. Keep it light, keep it authentic, be present, and be realistic for your family. Don't come up with something that's overwhelming that doesn't suit. Because connection matters way more than perfection ever will. Thank you for your time and see you next time.